What people call me here, I hesitate, 'cause the truth was here. No one ever seems to speak of the checkpoints that scattered the middle place, nor the way in which we find ourselves, our bodies, implicated in the prosecution of the border crosses, even though in truth, one way or another, we are all border crossers. She asked me what people call me here. I hesitate. I wonder if Mum and Ava ever talked about how histories had shaped their body, how empire had brought them together and taken them to London, Somalia, and now Australia. Did they talk of culture and of language and of what to pass on to their children? When they came to the middle place, did remnants of other homes still linger, trailing behind them, gathering around their bodies, a constant reminder of the consequence of choice? Did this smother their love? Does love and ja'al, ashq, feel and taste different? Does it hurt the same when it eventually falls away? I'm about to take my first step. Here within the dimly lit hall, I close my eyes and begin to move. Faint outlines of bodies stretch and bend silently around me in this solidarity of discovery. I lift up my right foot and pivot my left, drawing my hands slowly upwards. I slowly allow them to fall over my face and then move gently across the surface of my body. In this space, my attention moves through thought, desire, and action without censorship. Here, among silhouettes of flesh, I dance on the borderlands. I dance around and through stories that have collected onto my body. I greet histories of oppression and victory with the swirl of the neck and the flick of my hips. I chart their love, your loss, and my suffering in these movements. Although violent and full of love, my home is here on the borderlands. But then I let it all go. She asked me what people call me here. I hesitate. The truth was here, right here.
Now we have the short extract from a poem by Muhammad Hashi Gariye. Muhammad Hashi Gariye was the poet who, in the year 1976, the first person who wrote the pattern of the Somali government. He published his research when he was still a kid in local college as a student. And Gariye also was one of the leaders of the Delay poetry chain, which have taken in 1979-1980, which participation of almost all of the Somali poets, those who were in the country as well as those who were abroad. And from that came out the corpus of poetry, which is still is considered the most complete and valuable object of oral poetry in Somali. And here we have some extract from his long opening poem of the late poet. He's talking of tribalism and what the poem thinks about that phenomenon.
Oh, he who nurtures tribalism, stupidity is a disease.
qabiilkii doreedii isticmaalkii baa dumay shalay dabaka naaxiyo dibutaati baa waday maantana dilaaliyo dibir baa ku xoogsada wadabin qarsoodi ah ummaday ku dagayaan.
The day before yesterday's tribalism was set up by colonialism, while yesterday the go-getter and the parliamentarians were its promoters, and today it's the middleman's and the new rich profiteers. It's like a hidden trap they set to mislead people.
dugsi male qabyaaladi waa dararta baahida waa astaanta dib u dhaca waa boob daloosho dadka maanka kaga taal.
No refuge is offered by tribalism. It is the source of starvation, it's the mark of backwardness, it's an open sore in people's minds.
We conclude with a short poem from Gurigeeni. We have to remove this.
So the last piece was written just after I had arrived in Hargeisa for the first time. We arrived in the airport of Hargeisa in the morning. During the flight from Dubai, I sat next to a woman called Hodan. Hodan was about the same age as me. She was a Somalilander who had grown up in London and was taking flight to Hargeisa to accompany her aged Ayo back to London. We talked about our lives, and Hodan asked if this was my first time to Somaliland. I said yes. Hearing this prompted Hodan to reminisce about when she had made her journey back. I was so scared, I didn't know what it would be like. How are you feeling? Iterations of this question had been asked to me incessantly in the lead-up of my travels, and each time it was asked, it was a stark reminder of the place, Somalia, and Somaliland having the minds of many people. But when this question came from Hodan, I understood what she meant. For although we had grown up as Somali with a multi-dimensional understanding of Somalia, not bound to the stereotypes of piracy, famine, war, and a blanket perception of danger, our emotions as first-time travellers were still bound up in this problematic and limited representation. Yet as the plane descended into Hargeisa, I responded to Hodan, excited. Irrespective of how Somalia and Somaliland was distortedly presented, I was going home.